Hey truckers, story time, and you'll want to hear this one. So my brother calls me from work a couple nights ago and he says, hey sis, I got a guy here that just started. He lost his trucking job due to an accident. He's been blacklisted, and I told him maybe you could help him. And I said, absolutely, hook us up, I'll talk to him. Fast forward till this morning. Me and my brother are having coffee together, and I said, hey, what happened to that guy? And he says, oh, let me tell you. He says, so this new guy he works with told him that he was a truck driver, and that one night when he was driving, it was dark, and he hit one of those construction signs, you know, the ones that have the light on it. I guess he nicked it. He didn't see that it was a construction zone. He said there was no work being performed, so there was just random sign in the middle of nowhere, and he hit it, right? He said didn't do any damage, but he did call dispatch. Dispatch came out, had a police report done. So at this point, it is what it is. No damage to anything else, no damage to the truck per this driver. And I said, well, for one, that is now a preventable on his record. And since the cops were called and a police report was done, it is a DOT reportable. So I can see, that won't blacklist him, though, especially something with no injuries and no damage, right? I said, that sounds a little fishy. There's got to be something else going on. And my brother's like, oh, yeah, I forgot this part. He said his company came back and said he was texting while driving. And I'm like, that will get you blacklisted. So one thing you guys got to understand is when there's an incident, and they had dash cam proof. When there's an incident and you are on your phone, and that phone can be a contributing factor. So if you have it in hand, and obviously I believe from his dash cam, it was in his possession, which is a huge no-no. So it's not the companies that blacklist you when this happens. When you are involved in an accident, regardless if there is any damage, and it is found that being on your phone is a contributing factor, then you are not insurable. Insurance companies are not going to cover you because you are now a huge liability. All these carriers, especially like when I had my own authority, when you go out and you add a driver, you have to submit them to your insurance company to make sure that they fall within the parameters of the insurance company, okay? So when you have things like this happen, the only option you have are the carriers who are self-insured, like Swift, Western Express. I believe Western Express self-insured. I may be wrong in that, and I probably shouldn't just spouted that out, but self-insured companies. Moral to the story, there's always more. Truck drivers tell tales like fishing tails.